Hello YouTube and welcome back to the Drunken Kobold. I know it has been a hella long time since I have done any videos or content for the channel, and I am so glad to be making this video and updating you about where I'm at and everything that's been going on for these past, oh god, almost 6 months. So just bear with me as I kind of give you the rundown and what the plans for the channel are going forward. So back in April, I put the channel on hiatus because I was in need of work. I didn't have the money to keep doing the channel. Doing these reviews when you're paying for everything is super fucking expensive. Well, I am happy to say I have two jobs right now. I work for Torrid in the mall, the local mall. It's a plus-size women's clothing store. And I work at Michael's, where I build planograms, I do stock, and I get a 30% discount on all the craft supplies. So, yeah, I've been using that. Anyway, so yeah, no, have a job. One's full time, one's part time. So that takes up a lot of my time and energy, and it has given me a lot of extra money to spend, and I have been. Next on the order of things is in June, I met somebody. I met her at a drag show, and about 2-3 weeks later, we started dating, and we're still together now. Um, we're together now, almost 3 months later, and it's been going really good. I'm actually really happy. It's the healthiest relationship I've ever had, and is the first relationship I've had since 2019. So that's a big one for me. I have been playing a lot of Dungeons and Dragons. A lot. I had one group that was running Wild Beyond the Witchlight. We ended that in July. In August, I started Spelljammer using the free materials on the D&D library on D&D Beyond, mid-August. And here we are now, mid-September. The Spelljammer books are out. I personally love the Spelljammer books. One thing I don't like about them is that they are very inconsistent in how they were published. But no, I still very much love Spelljammer. I think Wizards of the Coast has done much better than TSR did. Are there some clunky mechanics? Yes. Are there some things from the original that could have been passed forward? Yes. Will we hopefully get them in future content? I hope so. But right now, Spelljammer's Adventure in Space is, I think it's a very good product for the price you pay for it. Now, in addition to that, my girlfriend, who is a university student and a teacher, they are doing their master's on education. Their friends want to have a D&D group, so I'm going to be starting another one of that. So that's going to keep me super busy. So, work, going to the gym, playing RuneScape with my clanmates. Yeah, no, things are really busy, and I'm really enjoying life. But with that came the unfortunate side effect that I don't get to do videos anymore. But I have thought of ways that I can start doing content again. RuneScape is my favorite MMORPG, maybe only surpassed by World of Warcraft. Depends on the mood I'm in, really, because a lot of times RuneScape beats WoW, in my opinion. But no, I've been playing RS3, I've been playing old school RuneScape. I'm considering doing the Fresh Start Worlds in 8 days, so that's hopefully going to be a lot of fun. But one thing that I want to do is, because Steamforged Games announced that there was going to be a tabletop RPG version of RuneScape, is as I'm playing RuneScape, I want to think of ways that I can build this world on the tabletop. So like, for instance, right now I am on the 2nd level of the Runespan. No, 3rd level of the Runespan, sorry. And with the third level, the Runespan, this is definitely the caverns. This is definitely the Warlock Tiles caverns. And below us, this would make a perfect use of the Spelljammer spacemats. So, no, I'm really excited to be able to build, say, this using caverns and other materials. But like I also want to be able to do videos of like those builds, so like setting them up at my local game store, running you through them, populating them with miniatures. We have a guy at our local game store who does printings, so I could definitely get the S wraiths and the S hounds and the S-lings, I believe they're called. Yeah, S-lings. I could get those 3D printed and paint them up, and I think it would be a lot of fun to be able to create this. But I also want to create RuneScape based content so that way as I demonstrate these builds, you guys get to see where it comes from in the game. You get to see it in gameplay. So there are two types of videos I am working on putting together now, and that is RuneScape content, where I'm going to start with a brand new character, whether that is in Fresh Worlds or just a regular account. I may even make an Iron Man account since those aren't available in Fresh Worlds. I want to create, a walkthrough channel that explains RuneScape content, but I also want to create RuneScape content using Warlock tiles, using Dwarven Forge, using terrain. And one reason why I want to do that is I have noticed that that RuneScape uses a 1-inch grid. If you were to build all of RuneScape on I gotta switch the node there. Anyway, if you were to build all of RuneScape in a room using terrain and miniatures and whatnot, RuneScape is going to be 250 feet by 150 feet. It is a massive world that if you were to build it would take a long time and a lot of money. And I don't have that much space. It's going to be done in chunks, obviously. But no, like there is just so much here that will beautifully translate to Dungeons and Dragons once the tabletop RPG version is released. Now, for one question that's probably going to be asked in the comments of what the fuck did I do to my hair? So a few months ago, my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. Her outlook is good. We're not super worried about her outcome at this point because it's looking very promising. But my mom does have to do chemotherapy. And I shaved my mom's head in support of that. My hair will grow back. There's nothing wrong with me. It was just a signature. It was just a show of support. Oh, the Rune Spear has opened up. Where did you open up? Did you open up anywhere around here? Nope. All right, so we're going to take a trip around looking for the Rune Spear. Okay, so like all of this would make really cool. Like if I could get a lot of this 3D printed and look at like what different terrain is available, there is just so much that I could build here, and it would just look so beautiful. I think people really underestimate how cool it would be to build game worlds like EverQuest, World of Warcraft, aka Azeroth, RuneScape, aka Gielinor. I think people really underestimate what it would be like to build these places on the tabletop and bring them to life outside of the games. So that is something that I would like to demonstrate to you guys, is making RuneScape essentially a real life tabletop experience that you guys will then be able to have ideas from when the tabletop version of the game finally drops. Probably won't be until after the 5e revision comes out. I am referring to it as the 5e revision simply because so far what there is in playtest material, it's 5e. it is 5e at its core. And I may actually do a video explaining that, but yeah, I'm not actually 100% certain that even play testing is required instead of just a very, very big errata. But yeah, no, so that's where I'm at. I am very busy. I am enjoying life to the fullest. I've managed to lose 25 pounds now. Yeah, I've lost 25 pounds. I'm dating somebody. I have D&D groups on the go. I'm working. And I am looking at creating some new content for you guys. So fingers crossed that that is able to be done in the near future. So in the meantime, cheers. May the rolls be with you, and hope to see you here for new videos soon.